This is the fuel tank number 2, also known as center fuselage. This is fuel tank number 3 and 4, also known as engine feed tank. Moving back, we have wing carry fuel tank numbers 5 and 6. It can also carry around 3 external tanks, 2 on the wings and 1 below the fuselage. So in total, we have around 9 fuel tanks, as shown here in the animations. How to start this fighter jet. This is the stick with all the buttons and functions as labeled here. But point to be noted, it moves in very little increment around 1/4 of an inch as shown in the animations. Here on the left is the thruster. Just a quick reminder, this is not a proper way to start a $60 million jet, but it might get you off the ground. Step number 1. Turn on master. Step number 2. Flip on the jet fuel to start 2 option. Step number 3. Turn on RWR power. Step number 4. Put the artificial horizon to centered. Step number 5. Wait for the engine RPM to reach 20. Step number 6. Set the throttle to idle position as shown here in the animation. Step number 7. Unlock the throttle and push forward. Maybe you might get it off the ground. As the F-16 Fighting Falcon is a multi-role fighter jet, let's take a look at some of its weaponry and divide it into 3 groups. Number 1. Air-to-air missiles. It can carry air-to-air missiles such as the AIM-9 Sidewinder, a short-range infrared-guided air-to-air missile, and the famous AIM-120, a medium-range radar-guided air-to-air missile. Number 2. Air-to-surface missiles. AGM-65 Maverick. This air-to-surface missile is capable of engaging various ground targets such as tanks and other moving vehicle. Number 3. Guided bombs. The GBU-39 is a small-diameter bomb animated in our recent videos. The F-16 jet releases a bomb, and after a few seconds it opens its wing and flies towards the target using both GPS and laser guidance to reach its destination. Now let's look at the basic process of flying this jet. Point to be noted, this is a fly-by-wire system. If we pull this stick back towards like this, it makes the aircraft pitch upwards. If we push it forward, and the aircraft will pitch downwards. This happens because this movement of the stick drives a movement in the tailplane, also known as the stabilizer on F-16. If you move the stick left, the aircraft will roll to the left. The flaperon or aileron moving control surface at the trailing edge of the wing on the left-hand wing will deflect upwards, and the one on the right-hand wing will deflect downwards. This means you get less lift on the left side of the wing and more lift on the right wing, hence a roll. If you move the stick right, the aircraft will roll to the right. The flaperon or aileron moving control surface at the trailing edge of the wing on the right-hand wing will deflect upwards, and the one on the left-hand wing will deflect downwards. This means you get less lift on the right side of the wing and more lift on the left wing, hence a roll. In the footwell, and you can find the pedals.